Hello, this is Team Fairness and Church of Fairness. My name is Stephen Childs. I just had a dream because of something that I was doing that's private was used, and the creator of the dream had me somewhat devil, like a devil. And so I was taking control of another person through something that I did in privacy. And so there's this battle over masturbation. So I have a reason that I need to do that, because I have an issue of atrophy going on, because I'm totally sexless. So one time I went 5 years without any orgasm whatsoever. And so I was approaching probably, 2 years, a year or two again. And so I noticed I'm getting older, and I had a pituitary tumor. And so I noticed that there's a change going on, and I don't want that to happen, because I might decide I want to have sex again. So I decided that, use it or lose it comes into play. So I decided I would use it, and it has worked. It's a week after, I can see there's a difference already. It was from non-use. So see, this, I have a very good reason to be doing it. It's not anyone else's business. And this was what was going on. I wasn't exposed in the dream, but because in the dream I was totally in private. And in reality I was totally private. But it had the feeling of evil, like the devil, And so I suppose you could say the devil's trying to keep control of our mind and our thoughts and our experiences versus God. Now, I don't know if there really are two such entities, but there's good versus evil. There's fairness versus unfairness, and that's a reality. That's a fact. We all have the potential to be unfair to others, having control of someone else's private thoughts and all their experiences and everything they see. Some beings that have the ability to have control of us, and they control us. I've dreamed of this. They have agreed to not control us any longer. But see, it's like one time this cute little waitress said that God has all power, and God can even see me when I shower, And so this is what is going on in the minds of humans. There's some say don't do that, some say there's nothing wrong with doing that, and they're trying to control us. Unfair people want control of us. Why? Because they want access to all the experiences and everything we see and do. They want control of that, so they can share our private moments with someone else at our expense, because they don't give a damn about us. They're not fair. They're evil. They're on the side of evil. So this is where I started. This was with writing these notes. There is a battle for ownership of the humans. The owner has all of our experiences, everything we see, everything we think. They have all of our private experiences and thoughts. It is extortion how they keep control of us by threatening to expose our private thoughts and experiences. Or they reward those who have surrendered to their evil side by letting people see in a dream or in a vision or something. Like I just had a vision of something. It was given to me. It wasn't created by my mind, but in this case, it's created by the higher beings that do have more power, and I've been working with them to defeat evil. And so they showed me what's going on. And they caused this little flash of fear of evil. And they showed, like this person could be shown, she would be shown that I'm evil, I'm like the devil. And so this is not fair. What I'm being told about is not fair. What I just shared in this video is very unfair. I was told to declare war. The people that are threatening me and trying to stop me from creating this website and making these videos, they have less and less power, because I finally learned this new technique of not responding and just let them do whatever they will, because everything they do is known. Just like I explained, every thought they have, everything they've ever seen, everyone they've ever touched in any way, it's all recorded in the book of life by the powers that are greater than, and it's got evidence. It's like they're going to be in the court of the Crimson King. If you ever listened to that song, it was from a dream the writer of the song had, where it was to correct his life path. He was given a dream, and he was going to be in the court of the Crimson King. You know who that is? It's Jesus. But in this case, it was like an evil Jesus that had control of me in an unfair way. So the reason that King Crimson is Jesus is because, well, one of the things I know of is where it says that Jesus is a worm, hated by everyone, hated by man or whatever. And so there's actually a caterpillar-like worm. It's female. The female one climbs up on this dead limb, a dead tree, and she's red. She's scarlet. It's a scarlet, crimson-colored caterpillar-type worm. So she lays her eggs there white. There's a cocoon. After they hatch, they consume her body. She dies for them. They consume all of that red color, and then they turn red. So that's the way I read it on a search on the internet somewhere. The other worm is the maggot that eats the sheep. So the big blowfly, I had an experience where the big blowfly is Judas, and it lays the eggs on the sheep. The coyotes rip the flesh of the sheep or the dogs or whatever, a wound, and they get this egg laid on the fresh wound that turns into maggots, and the maggots eat them alive. The maggots eat the sheep alive. I know, because I grew up on a sheep ranch. I saw it with my own eyes, what happens. So here's what's weird. We had this treatment. It was called KRS, and it was like really strong insecticide that you'd spray right on the wound, and it would kill all the maggots, and you could save their life. And then I hear about Krishna temple being built in Spanish Fork, KRSNA. What? And my mind is reeling from all these realizations, and I'm like being attacked by evil more than ever before, because I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring out all their secrets. And anyway, Krishna is not Christian. Krishna is black, and it's interesting how you can draw the analogy that's Krishna's like the medicine to help the sheep, the Christians. So Krishna's helping the Christians from the evil maggots that are white. They're white. The maggots are white, and they come from a black fly. So here you have white eggs from a black fly, and you have white eggs from a crimson-colored worm. But the worm which one is the Bible talking about? Which worm? The maggot or the crimson caterpillar? I don't know what the caterpillar eats, but I don't think it's sheep. You know, sheep means Christians, and goats mean with Satan, they're goats and the sheep. See, we're all together. This is all, it's a thing of the past. The war is over. Once we put the World Fairness Agreement into effect, then humans will be in a new place. We will have succeeded as a species, And these higher beings will become well known to us. They will say, "Hi, humans, you did well." And if we don't and we fail, they won't ever speak to us. We'll just kill ourselves off and we'll be gone. Because they're not going to save evil species. We have to save ourselves. We have to defeat the evil of unfairness ourselves. Otherwise, we're never going to get to second grade. We're in kindergarten, we're never going to get to the next grade. What a tragedy. Look at what we're doing. The flooding in Spain last week. Unreal. I read 1,300 missing people. This is from human-caused climate change, global warming. You can argue over words all you want, but it's the greenhouse gases that raise the temperature that are causing these vicious weather patterns. It's well-known fact. If we had the World Fairness Agreement in play, then we would not have these problems. We would have no wars to waste money on. We waste so much money on wars, it's unreal. And we destroy stuff and have to rebuild it. So that's more waste. All that effort could be turned into living in a green way, in a way that doesn't harm the environment. We could have done this 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So anyway, they are in trouble. The people that do other people wrong, that they exploit people like that. Can you imagine how much nerve, how much unfairness? It's despicable what people are doing from within our mind, from inside our mind. So this is not just human technology. This is these other aliens that are now on the side of Team Fairness. So they're just making fools of the humans. Don't be a fool. Stop doing people wrong. Join Team Fairness or Church of Fairness. Thank you.